Live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Welcome to Ticket Weeknights
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into Behind the Black and Gold here at 93.7 The Ticket. Happy Sunday, everyone. Great episode ahead because we have some yappers with us, especially this tall one. We're here with the tallest and respectfully the shortest people we have on the NWU men's basketball team. I am joined here with Jack Groeteke and Carter Glenn. We got Ben on the board. Thank you, Ben. Boys, how are we today?
Doing great. Happy Sunday. Big dub yesterday and happy to be on the show. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, Thank you.
All right, so let's just get right into it because I kind of just want to know how you guys got started. First off, where are you guys from and kind of how did you start your basketball journey?
So I'm kind of from all over. Originally grew up in Lincoln, started playing middle school or whatever, young basketball, and then started playing AAU. Moved to Minnesota for 2 years, Mankato, and then continued playing AAU, and that would have been 7th and 8th grade. And then after that, moved to Des Moines, Iowa, where I started playing high school basketball and then continuing the AAU career. So,
Yeah, and I grew up in Lincoln, went to high school in Lincoln, still playing here. So
You
been
like
fun.
Lincoln? You guys like Lincoln? Be honest.
I do. I got a lot of family here, so it's nice for them to be able to come to the games. And then my
Mhm.
dad's side's about 2 hours west.
I
So
feel like both of your guys' families kind of just take up a whole section when
Yeah.
you're here at home.
very supportive, that's for sure. and
Mhm.
well, I've
appreciate
never
it.
known anything else besides here.
Yeah.
So we'll see you once we graduate.
He's a hometown hero. He ain't leaving.
Do you want to leave after graduation or
Maybe
Lincoln's
we'll
kind
see.
of the place?
See where the work takes us.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm the same way for sure. So AAU basketball, is that kind of just everybody does that? Did you guys know each other before college through that or not really?
Jack says yes, but I don't ever remember meeting him.
'Cause you guys were roommates freshman year.
Yeah, we've been roommates for the last 4 years. We knew of each other, or I guess I at least knew of him
Mhm.
from
Didn't he play for Supreme as well?
for like a year. Yeah, I played for Supreme. He played for Supreme, and so we kind of like would run into each other, but never really knew each other. And then I had cousins who played high school basketball at Pius, and he went to East, so kind of got to know who he was through that.
So you played for multiple different teams through traveling.
Yep, played through a bunch of different teams, and like you said, AAU is kind of the, I would say, thing to do for
Yeah.
up and coming basketball players, especially to get out there and be seen by coaches and just be able to travel and meet new people in the area and play with a bunch of different players from
Mhm.
different towns, cities. So I think it's a cool way to get to meet other basketball players and travel around. So
Carter, did you play for any other team besides Supreme?
No, I just played for Supreme, and then once COVID hit, we were kind of on a little shutdown. We weren't able to
Mhm.
do a whole lot. We weren't able to travel as far, so it was nice to start getting recruited at a younger age, where
Yeah.
you could still talk to coaches when you're still traveling a little bit. And then Dale gave me a phone call and told me that a point guard was graduating and that he needed someone that could come in and potentially play as a freshman and sophomore. So here I am.
So you've been starting since freshman year.
I have.
What was that like?
It was tough. I mean, coming from high school to college, the physical battle is just a lot different. And I don't know if I was really expecting our outcomes of freshman and sophomore year, but I was
Mhm.
also coming off of shoulder surgery. So I hadn't played basketball in 3 months. And then I got to campus and just started playing again. So it was definitely a struggle, but I mean, it's gotten better each and every year. And
Mhm.
this year's got off to a good start. Last year was a lot of fun. Sophomore year was all right. Freshman year was all
We'll
right.
talk about
Yeah.
that a little bit later. Jack, what was your recruitment process like?
yeah, so my recruitment process, I mean, slow and steady, nothing too crazy, just getting looks from a bunch of NAIA D3s and stuff like that, walk on opportunities, and kind of, I think, what was his name? Oh, it was like a grad assistant from Wesleyan that reached out to me.
Tegmeyer?
Tegmeyer, yeah, Tegmeyer. So he was the one who was in contact with me and kind of my point of contact through Wesleyan, and he'd always come to tournaments and super nice guy, and so I actually never got to be a player of his because he graduated or left to go
Mhm.
coach at Concordia the first year that my freshman year. So that was kind of a little disappointing not to actually be able to get to know him personally playing basketball and like have him as a coach. But great guy, Wellman. Then started talking to him, toured the campus. Big reason was like it's like coming home. It's like I got family here, so
Yeah.
it's not like a
Mhm.
it's not a foreign place for me. So that's kind of a big reason I chose Lincoln, and especially like D3. I mean, knowing you're going to play and have the opportunity to succeed at such a good
Mhm.
school instead of waiting your 3 4 years like the
Yeah.
traditional route of like a walk on or a D2 or lower level and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of a big part of why I chose coming back to Lincoln and Wesleyan.
So you actually got some minutes when you were a freshman as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I played every single game. I mean, 5 10 minutes. I mean, I don't think I'd have to go back and look to see how many
Mhm.
minutes it was averaging out to, but I mean, it was a fair share.
It was you two, and then out of the freshman class, who were some other people that were getting minutes? Was
I
Peter a part of your guys? It was
He
part of the
was.
freshman class. Okay.
Yep.
He was,
Peter.
but
So
it was
he
the
was.
second year
Yeah.
because he came at semester the year before.
Oh.
So
Okay.
he's an interesting route.
He's been at
Yeah.
Wesleyan, and he'll probably still be there by the time we graduate
Yep.
or
Cool.
somewhere playing basketball. But yeah, no, Peter's been very helpful, learn from him and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But trying to think other freshmen that played IT,
Isaiah played a little bit, but
Mhm.
he's done now.
he's transferring. So
Seriously?
yeah, he left at he's leaving at break. So he's
He he was here, and then he left,
yep,
and then he came back, and then he's leaving again.
yep.
Yeah,
So
I think he just wants to go somewhere where he can play, and
Yeah.
he's good enough to do that. He's he's really good at
Mhm.
basketball.
I think that's what a lot of kids on our team, especially like last year with like
Yeah.
JP, Keyshawn, like we're made it to Elite Eight. Like we're a really good squad, but like a lot of our bench, like we were super deep last year, where any of
Mhm.
those guys could go
Hmm.
and play on any team
Yeah.
in the country and at least
And
play.
that's what they did.
Yeah, so I respect a lot of those guys for doing that
Mhm.
and stepping out of their comfort zone and going somewhere new. So
Yeah.
We also had Seth and Brew freshman year,
yeah,
except Seth was hurt all year.
Seth was hurt.
Seth was hurt. Brew played a little bit, I
He did.
think. Our freshman class was pretty stout for when we
Yeah.
came in, and I think a lot of us have stuck through and stayed
Especially
with
now,
it.
like the progression that you guys have
Mhm.
made since freshman year to now. I remember I watched a few games freshman year and then quite a few sophomore year. I don't
Mhm.
really know what happened. That was just a weird. I don't know how
Yeah,
to
it was.
explain
It
that.
was a weird year. And then even with Connor coming in, it seems like I've known him for 4
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
It's
That's just kind of the
we're all just
kind of
so close.
person
He's
that he
awesome.
is.
Yeah.
Even like all the freshmen of last year, like
Mhm.
a lot of the freshmen that came in this year thought those younger guys, like Jared and all of them, were like juniors and seniors,
Yeah.
but they were just freshmen, and our squad just so tight and close that
Mhm.
I mean, you think you've been knowing these guys your whole life. So
Yeah. Cuz you get your guys' main friends are the people on the basketball team
Yeah.
yeah,
cuz
Oh,
you
yeah.
spend so much time
Yeah.
together.
bus rides, hotel rides, we get to know each other very well. Yeah, we're all good.
You guys
close
look like
friends.
you have some fun times when you guys are on your away trips, especially the ones where you like Austin or you're going to
Yeah.
Texas. What was the one last year on Christmas?
Oh, we went to Santa Cruz.
Santa
Uh-huh.
Cruz, Wisconsin. Last year we were all over the place. Virginia, Texas.
And the majority of the time you're driving.
Yeah,
La-
well, we flew
Last year we flew like 4 times.
quite a bit last year,
Yeah.
especially when we
Mhm.
made the tournament. We were
Yeah.
flying out to places.
But yeah, bus rides. We're driving to Austin this year, and that's like 14 plus hours. So that's going to
Mhm.
be
I hope Dale lets us fly.
Dale. Please get us
If
plane
he's
tickets.
listening.
I'll be there. I'm going to Austin.
You are?
You
Yeah.
are? That'll be fun. I think
I'm
my
very
family's
excited for
going.
that.
His family's going.
Are you going with Hallie?
Yeah.
I think my girlfriend Cameron's
Mhm.
coming too.
I already talked to her about it.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to go too. I'm excited. That'll be
That'll
fun.
be a lot of fun.
Especially just to like travel and be there. I've never been to Austin before.
We flew in there when we went to San Antonio last year. We flew in there, stopped at some nice barbecue joint. It was a lot of fun.
So good. We're going back this year.
You're going back to the same barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Terry Black's.
Terry Black's. Shout out Terry Black's. Best barbecue in Austin.
Explain a travel like weekend.
For a conference game or
For-
like a non-conference game?
Let's start with conference. What's
Okay.
like because you're driving to Iowa every single weekend,
yeah.
or
So-
you're luckily at home.
Uh-huh. We'll practice on a Friday, mid-afternoon, late afternoon, and then shower up, get food on the bus, and we're just off to wherever it be, Dubuque, Decorah, Cedar Rapids. So we're not getting in there till late Friday night,
Hmm.
and then
Usually shoot around at like 10, 11 after team breakfast in the hotel.
get some sleep, sleep in, do a scout, go drop the girls off for a game, go get some lunch, come
Applebee's.
back, play.
Applebee's.
Every game. It's our favorite place to eat. The bee's knees.
You guys do like Applebee's. Like I remember after your guys' league this summer, we would go to Applebee's
Mhm.
after league.
Yeah.
And Bruin, Seth, and Connor just loved that place.
I mean, I think I've had almost everything on the menu. I mean, Applebee's. I like Applebee's. It's got good food, and it's our pregame meal
Shout
for
out
every.
Applebee's.
Yeah, shout out Applebee's.
If you want to
Nebraska
get
Wesleyan NIL deal. We're your favorite customers.
If you could, I asked people on the last show about this, but if you could have a dream NIL, like
Ooh.
somebody to reach out to you, what would it be?
Firehouse.
Of course,
Firehouse sandwiches.
Our team
You
should
were there
be sponsored
yesterday.
by Fire.
I was there yesterday.
The basketball team also really, really likes Firehouse subs, which I don't understand. Nothing against
What?
Firehouse
Are
subs,
you,
but
are you
like
not a
that's
sandwich
just,
person?
I am a sandwich person, but like Firehouse is not like the first place that I'm gonna go to.
What's your go-to sandwich place then?
Jersey Mike's.
Okay, that's
Okay,
valid.
that's valid.
I
Jersey
saw
Mike-
you at Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, I
I've seen
did.
I've seen you.
Jersey Mike's with their Chipotle cheese. I think is a
That
top
place
sub.
is so good.
It's just so convenient. The people are nice. We like to go there.
Mhm.
They know us all. We
Yeah.
literally-
They do.
Yeah.
They were
When we walk in, they're like, "Oh, the Nebraska Wesleyan's men's basketball team's here again. Get ready to make 18
What
sandwiches."
is it with not Jersey Mike's Firehouse? That
Seth loves it.
It's close.
I know.
It's close.
It's
how
close.
close is it?
5 minutes
5
from
minutes.
campus.
Yeah, it's just right on O Street. Or
That's
60,
not that
66.
close.
It's 5
close
minutes.
enough.
It's 5 minutes.
But I think Seth is a big.
Seth would live there if
Yeah.
he could.
I think he eats there like 3 times a week, and I think that's a big reason we do go there. And Wellman's a man of like superstition, so like if
Mhm.
we eat Firehouse before a game and we win the game, he'll be like, "All right, pregame meal, coach is getting you guys Firehouse." So
So it's just kind of a thing.
yeah,
that you
it's just think
started.
it's
Yeah.
our thing now, Firehouse.
Besides Firehouse being a superstition, do you guys have any like individual superstitions that you have before games? Like you have to do this or listen to a specific song or something like that?
I drink a Celsius before every single game. Same flavor for the last 2 years.
And you're not tired of it?
No, don't think I ever will be either.
Okay.
Like, I'd say I don't really have any superstitions, but like when I'm stretching, like when we're doing our warm ups, like out on the court, I'll go like when I do my stretching, I'll lay on the ground when I'm stretching my back, and I'll say like a little prayer, and that's not like a superstition, but it's just something I do every game.
Mhm.
So otherwise, no, just listen to music, stretch, shoot around a little bit, stay loose, get ready to go, and yeah, I don't really have a superstition.
I just like to stick to the same routine.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked last year, and I just think we're so used to doing the same thing that it just
Yeah.
brings all the guys close together.
Tell me about the atmosphere of the locker room before a home game. Like what's the vibe of it? Are you guys listening to music or getting hyper? Is it kind of more like individual? Like, okay, this person's over here doing this, or is it more of like a team or an individual?
I think it's a little individual, but then as it gets closer to game
Yeah.
time, it's closer, a little bit more team knit.
Yeah.
Definitely starts off real individual. Everyone's like a lot of us, especially like people that are injured or like need to do a lot of like PT work and stuff in the training room. They'll be
Mhm.
like, I mean, the training room's always a good vibe up there. We have music
Yeah.
playing.
I
Everyone's
feel like out
chatting.
of all the teams, you guys spend a lot of time in the training room.
Hey, we run a lot. The body's getting banged up out there. Got to
Mhm.
take care of it. And
No, you're
getting old.
I say it every single time. Your elbows are literally deadly
Yeah.
because you be throwing them so much, and somebody's gonna get hurt one of these times.
Feel bad for that poor kid, but he probably deserved it because he's probably
Oh,
pissing me off. But
You are those. There's why are they? You're just.
I don't know.
Skinny.
They're gonna kill someone
I'm
eventually.
not gonna kill somebody.
Well, they're gonna.
I've never got a
severely
foul for
injured.
swinging elbows.
Eh,
I'm a pretty friendly person. On
knock on
basketball.
wood when he's pretty friendly.
I don't think I've ever
Very
seen
fun.
Jack argue with anyone.
I don't.
Like,
Connor argues.
opposing
Connor does
player.
argue.
I need to like. Sometimes I gotta like grab him and like.
I saw that one
I'm like,
time. He was
"Connor?"
like, "Okay, get off."
His voices need to be heard.
Yeah, him and Amon. They like to talk to the refs, and
It's the one time out of all of Connor's life that he's gonna talk crap about somebody or try and get in somebody's head because he's such a nice person off the court
No,
Yeah.
he is.
that he uses that time to really relieve some
relieve it.
to get it all out of there.
Yeah, for the most part, I don't really talk to the other opponents too bad. I mean, if I have a big block shot, I'll say something, but
Yeah.
I mean, the refs, I've learned to deal with bad calls, and yeah, I probably deserve a lot of them. But like, I take a little frustration out on the refs, but for the
Mhm.
most part, I'm the type of guy. I don't know if the way I'm just wired, but I'll just forget about it, move on, kind of mentality, and try not to let stuff like that distract you
Yeah.
from like a missed shot, like onto the next one. Just like don't worry about the little things. Don't let that
Mhm.
Yeah.
affect the bigger picture. Is kind
Yeah.
of my mentality. So I don't know.
I like that. We should quote that.
You can quote
It's really
that.
big of you.
It's big.
So you guys have obviously been friends since freshman year. You guys have kind of you're Jack and Carter. Everybody knows that you guys are kind of a duo.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work on the basketball court? Because you'll throw an alley oop from when you guys have an out of bounds play. Those are awesome. You should start doing those more because I feel like that's just the easiest thing. But how does your kind of dynamic work out on the court?
I would say that we've just been so close together the last 4 years that each year has gotten easier. And instead of it being out there like getting intimidated, I think we're just close as a team and we're close and we're just having fun when we play.
Mhm.
Oh,
I think that's the main part. I think that's why we performed so well last year. All the guys were just having fun.
Yeah.
And it's doesn't go between just Jack and I, it's the whole team.
I-
All 5 guys in the court love each other and want to play with each other. And that's probably why our record what it was last year.
Yeah.
yeah, I attest to that. I think that's a big thing, and well, I always get a kick out of everyone sees me and Carter like bickering at each other, and they're like, "You guys are always yelling at each other," and we're just like, "It's
You're
nothing."
gonna forget
Yeah,
about
it's
it. And
nothing
it's like
personal. It's just like we've learned, like
it's
we've
like a
grown.
brother.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
grown up and got to know each other super closely and stuff, living together for the last 4 years, where it's just kind of like I don't know, just like a brother bickering thing.
I even
Where,
think
Mhm.
if coach realizes it too. If I
yeah,
yell at Jack, it's not, and he doesn't take it personal and
yeah.
take it out. We just are
It's
like
just a
that.
little it's just a little dynamic, and I think that's the
Mhm.
way with, like, the whole team. I mean, some people I think I do yell at people quite a bit, but I think a lot of people learn to not take it so personal.
Yeah.
Some people I have to, like, watch what I say too, because I know they will take it personally.
Yeah.
So, like, I've kinda learned to adapt to that, but I don't know, just in the moment, sometimes you're just real frustrated and, like, games are, like, getting close and the other team hits a big shot or we miss rebounds, like,
Hmm.
tensions get high, but like Carter said, we're all so close where when we're on the court, that stuff doesn't affect us, like, off the
Mhm.
court, like, yeah, that happened, part of the game, so
Yeah.
I think, like, we're super close knit, I think that was a big thing between our freshman, sophomore, and, like, our junior years, like, everyone was connected, all good vibes, and like Carter was saying, like, just having fun out there,
Yeah.
not,
Hmm.
like, being too stressed and stuff like that, just, like,
Yeah.
taking deep breaths and just playing the game.
Yeah, it really takes all 18 guys on the team to perform like we did last year and
Mhm.
this year so far. I mean, we see each other in practice every day. Everyone's pushing each other to get better. I mean, I think anyone on the team could go out there and play right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's just
100%.
Because so how do you feel, especially with the freshman class that came in last year? You got Jared and you got Christian Wynn coming in.
Mhm.
Those are two good basketball players that are coming in. How did you guys kind of like show them the ropes and kind of say, okay, like this is NWU basketball. These are some of the things that we do. Like, how did you guys kind of like bring them into the program?
I'd say kinda just, like, learn by example, like, we don't Wesleyan, like, the culture is not I wouldn't say it's, like, forced upon, it's more just created by the guys on the team, so, like,
Mhm.
you kinda just and you can chime in on this, but I think you kinda just learn, like, how the team operates
Hmm.
and, like, with new guys, you kinda gotta view their perspective, so, like, you can't really, like I wouldn't say, like, force a motto on them, but,
Yeah.
like, you kinda gotta feel out, like, what type of team you are, like, are you, like, a crazy high energy team? Or are you, like, a more calm, relaxed, but, like, you can, like, step it up when you need to
Hmm.
type of guys, so, I don't
Yeah,
know, that's kinda my perspective of, like, the culture of, like, bringing players in and
Hmm.
stuff like that.
I think Dale, coach, has done a good job in implementing the culture into us when we were young, so we can just kind of pass it down. I mean, I think he's a big believer in player led coaching,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
that's something that we've learned ever since we were freshmen. And I think the freshmen and sophomore right now are already picking that up.
Yeah.
And I know we have a big graduating class this year, so I mean next year there's gonna be a lot of guys that need to step up. There's a lot of minutes that are gonna be gone, but I think by the time next year everyone will be ready for it.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to throw it to break. When we get back, we're going to talk about the success that you guys had last year and look at some of the games that you guys have had this year. But thank you for listening. We will be back behind the black and gold, 93.7 The Ticket.
Awesome.
Who wants free diamonds? This holiday season, as a thank you for shopping with us, Sartor Heyman Jewelers is giving you free diamonds. Now through December 6th, receive a pair of sparkling diamond stud earrings, a stunning diamond pendant, or a gorgeous diamond tennis bracelet for free with your qualifying purchase. We only have a limited number to give away, so once they're gone, they're gone. Don't wait on this one. Visit Sartor Heyman Jewelers, where your gift shopping shines brighter. In Lincoln at South Point Mall, downtown, and in Grand Island on State Street.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, wanting to thank you all again for your continued service. November is off and running. Check this out. Get up to $12,000 off or 0% financing on select new vehicles. We have great lease specials with new Trax and Trailblazers starting at $299 per month and new Blazer EVs leasing for $399. Great payments, discounts, and of course, 0% financing. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All finance with approved credit, leases with $2,500 down.
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger in the mall over a stuffed T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a lame holiday deal, relax in the Black Card Spa with some hydro massage feels. Instead of being trapped at your in-laws, escape to any of our 2,600 Planet Fitness locations. Sign up today for the Planet Fitness Black Card. Just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 6th. See Club for details.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Early break.
There's quite a situation going on.
What?
Jake's been asked to step away on Fridays from now on.
Yeah,
they want to bring young Ben has been dubbed as the curse breaker. He's been dubbed as the curse breaker, and Jake's been asked kindly to step away.
Just for Fridays.
Just Fridays.
Just Fridays only.
Game
day only. Game day eve only.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. holiday meals aren't complete until Furious cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Behind the Black and Gold. I'm joined here with Jack Groeteke and Carter Glenn, if you are just tuning in. Boys, I want to talk about the year that you guys had last year. It was a great year, and it was a good year for basketball as well. Just to see the progression, especially from our sophomore year to last year, was huge. You guys were 26-5 overall, and you guys made it to the Elite Eight. Huge. What was that like for you? What was that, especially playing at the Elite Eight?
I mean, it was, I don't even think we expected that, like, going into the season and, like, even just keep winning games. Like, it was, like, didn't feel real, but it was, like, you're like, holy, like, we're in the Elite Eight. We're like, top 8 team in the country. Like, and we just, like, I don't think I ever, like, stepped back and kind of, like, took it in. I kind of just, like, in the moment, like, kept traveling around. It was kind of
just something you were doing.
Like, we'd get back. The Elite Eight, like, the NCAA tournament was crazy. Like, we would come back, practice for two days, hop on a plane, travel, be there for 3 days, 4 days, playing our games, and, like, right back to Lincoln, practice for 2 days, and then we're other side of the country. So I don't think many of us actually had time to kind of, like, take it all in. Just, like, it was a grind, and it was fun. It was so much fun. I think that was definitely by far the best and most fun year I've ever had at Wesleyan. And
yeah, me too.
Yeah, you can chime in on that, but
yeah, it went by quick. I mean, at that point of the season, it was just survive in advance. So
yeah,
and we didn't necessarily play like that. We just kind of still played our basketball that we know.
Yeah.
So
didn't really change much once we were in the tournament. It was just like, we know we got to do. We've been doing it all year, so it's just like rinse and repeat.
Nothing new.
It was great. It was so much fun. You can ask anyone on the team, and I think for those freshmen coming in, like Jared and them, like that being their first year, I'm like, I look back on our, like, freshman, sophomore year, like, yeah, we had a lot of fun, but, like,
we wish that we could have experienced that for sure.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I'll remember those for the rest of my life. All those
winning is a lot more fun than losing.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the ARC conference, like, last year was a good conference. Like, you had Loris, you had, was it Dubuque?
Dubuque was good. Co was good.
There was Co was really good.
Well, the thing was, any division of basketball with that COVID year, all those extra year of eligibility for guys that were graduating. So even this year is the last year that's really affecting kids playing any level of sport. But so there was a lot of fifth-year seniors we were playing against, and it was even like that our freshman year, I'd say. I think that was another big thing that we were ready for when I came into college. But yeah, so it was a lot of good teams, but I don't know. I think we just played really well.
Yeah, we definitely found our groove through the end of the season and stuff like that, and it was a fun time. But yeah, coming into college, I definitely did not expect being an 18-year-old coming in playing against, like, 24, 23-year-old people, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, these.
I feel like that's what a lot of people say. That's just like the biggest. It's just a completely different physical, mental game.
Oh yeah, big time. And I think through my college career, like, gaining weight was always my biggest thing, and the coaches have always told me that, like, your better basketball is always, like, going to be once you put on the weight. So I think that's definitely helped me throughout the years.
Do you remember seeing Jack when he was?
I was just gonna say
He
were
was
tiny.
skinny.
You were
Yeah.
so skinny.
Freshman year came in 6'11", 190, and senior year here we are 6'11", 230, 235. So
Look at you.
yeah, grown up a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So going into this season, taking all of the positives and the things that you learned from last season, what were some things that you like the mentality you had coming into this season?
I would say just attack it the same way we attacked last season.
Mhm.
And I know we lost quite a bit of minutes, but I mean, that really can't change. Or we lost a lot of minutes of people that played last year, but that
Yeah.
really can't change how we were approaching this season. And I don't think it really affected anyone, honestly. We returned a lot of guys, and the guys that came in contributed a lot, and they are right now. So I don't think anything's really changed.
No,
Mhm.
I think, yeah, like you said, we had a lot of younger guys like Jared, Christian, step up, and we had a lot of those guys played last year, so they weren't like completely fresh
Yeah.
getting thrown in there, getting 10 minutes
It wasn't
a game.
anything new.
No, so I think we just all knew we had to step up in our roles and stuff like that. And then especially when we heard Peter was leaving, I think everyone kind of was like, all right, we got to step up a little more. So I don't think that's ever really affected us. Or I mean, at least what I visualize, I
Mhm.
think we had
Mhm.
enough guys and our depth on our roster
Yeah.
last year. I mean, anyone could play. So I think we weren't really affected by that. And I think we just come in with the same mentality of go out there, practice, do what we're been trained to do. And I
Mhm.
think it worked last year. So I mean, you'd
Yeah,
think it'd work again this year. So
Mhm.
With having such a successful year last year, I think we came into this year knowing what we're capable of, and I think that almost maybe we expected to do more than last year,
Mhm.
and that's still on
Because
our.
you know the goal. Like
Yeah, we know what we're
you know what
capable
you
of.
can
We
do.
know what we can do. So I think, I mean, our primary goal right now is to win conference. Conference games are starting up,
Mhm.
and then obviously make the tournament and just keep winning as many games as we
survive in
Yeah.
can.
advance. Survive in advance.
Exactly. Tell me about Dale Wellman. What's it like to be coached by Dale Wellman?
You can start with this one.
He's very super. He's got his superstitions,
Uh-huh.
but I think he's been awesome. I mean, he knows he's a winning coach. He just had his
He got his
200th win
200th
yesterday.
yesterday, yeah.
Congrats.
Mhm.
But I think the way he's allowed us to just be a player-led team
Mhm.
and coach, and he doesn't stand up a lot on the sideline.
No.
On the sideline,
The only time that he's actually like talking is when I feel like he's like defending you guys against a
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
call
he
that the
loves
ref
loves
made.
talking to the refs.
Yeah. Not as bad as others.
Yeah.
but I mean, even he's a successful guy, and I know
Mhm.
all of his assistant coaches he's had have
Yeah,
gone on and
Yeah.
got head coaching jobs. So I think a lot of people look up to him, and he stays close with all of his players, and it's just been a lot of fun.
Yeah, me and Wellman have a interesting relationship. I don't know. I call it a love-hate relationship,
Mhm.
but in the end we are both trying to achieve a
You guys have
common
the same
goal.
goal.
So we butt heads a little bit, but
Because you're both so passionate.
yeah, we're so passionate, and he knows that. I mean, he yells at me a lot, but he knows I can take it, and he's doing it for the better of me.
He knows your
so,
potential.
Yeah.
He knows what you can do.
So I've never really taken it personal. I've always looked at it because he knows what I'm capable of doing, and he knows what the team's capable of doing. So, and he's proven it in the past with his record of winning and stuff like that. So he definitely knows what he's talking about. And the assistants have always been very helpful. So shout
Mhm.
out Pish, we miss you.
So, what were some goals that you guys had individually for yourself coming into this season?
I would say just percentages wise and being a more of a team leader. I know with Peter gone, his voice was heard a
Mhm.
lot around our team and even on campus. So I know with that, we kind of all had to step up a little bit to kind of bring the team chemistry together. And I think, I don't know, Jack and I can both chime in on this, or Jack can, but I think we've done a good job so far this year.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think our leadership, and I don't know, I mean, we're the captain, so we kind of lead everybody, but I think everyone on our team, like,
Everybody
everyone
has
has
a
a voice.
voice, yeah.
Everyone talks and breaks down huddles and stuff like that. So I think we've done a good job leading and trying to help and teach the younger guys.
Mhm.
So
And obviously, just percentages wise, even though mine aren't as high as I'm wanting them to be right now, but I know it's a long season, and
Mhm.
I know one of the teammates got confidence in me, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that at all.
We're not worried about you.
No.
Yeah, for personal goals, I don't know. I just come in. I just
Do
go
what
in
you
there
need
and
to
play
do.
basketball.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
really. I mean, Carter can attest to this. I've never went back and rewatched any of our games or watched any of
You're
my.
just there and you
I
just
just
do
go out
it.
there, play basketball, and have fun.
I don't think Jack sets personal season goals.
No, I just go out there and have fun and play
Mhm.
basketball. And
A quick story: we're coming back from what was that, Wisconsin, a couple weeks ago, and we were looking at like the all-time.
yeah,
charts.
this is crazy.
We're
This
looking
is
at
the
the
most
all-time
insane
charts,
stuff.
and I had pulled up like blocks in a single season, and Jack had beaten it astronomically.
Yeah, so I'm
And-
the school leader of blocks in a season, and
And
no
nobody
one
said
told
anything?
me.
noticed.
No one told me. I never even. It was
It's
last
not like
season.
you were noticing.
We were eating in McDonald's,
Jack didn't
and
notice.
I was drawing with some crayons. It's like 11:30 at night.
Mhm.
We're all just super tired, ready to be home. And Wellman and the assistants and Carter and Seth were sitting at a table behind us, and I'm just chatting with Jared and them, and I hear, "Yeah, Jack's the all-time leader in blocks at the school." And I like turn
In a
around, and I
single
was like,
season.
It's like, why hasn't anybody?
no one bothered to
I
like
don't
mention
even-
that to me. I was like, that's actually pretty cool. But
And that like Wisconsin was like a month ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
And nobody's.
I had all summer.
Why didn't anybody bring this up?
It was wild. Like, so that can attest to like my. I don't know. I don't really look at that kind of stuff. I don't
You're
look
just
at
there
the.
to play. You're
I
not
just
there
go
to.
out there, play.
Yeah.
I don't look
Yeah.
at all the media, like the national rankings and stuff
You're
like
humble.
that. And
You're just a humble man that doesn't need all the glamour and lights.
I don't know. I personally, I don't think I do. I just kind of go out there, have fun, and play for the people watching. So
I like that. So I went to your guys' practices. I went to two. One of these. I like the I appreciate that I was able to go to those
Mhm.
because I think about it. I'm like, okay, what does practice look like or
Yeah, I
for
mean,
you
we're
guys?
practicing
Same
6 days a
thing.
week and playing one.
Yeah.
So it's
same thing
all
every
behind
day.
the scenes.
We've done the
Same thing.
same practice schedule. Tweaks it variously, but we've been doing the same thing.
But I
4 years.
appreciated the like drive that you guys had even in practice. Like you guys seemed focused and
Mhm.
there was good communication happening where it felt game like even though you guys were doing drill after drill.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
It's definitely game like in Wellman. If it's not game like, Wellman he'll let us
He'll let
know,
you
and
know.
we'll start running because I mean you practice how you play. So
Yeah.
like
Yep,
I
was
think
just gonna say
that's a
that.
big thing Wellman likes, and he preaches rebounding. If we're not rebounding in practice, if we're not doing it in practice, we're probably not going to do it in a game. So
Mhm.
he'll be like, "All right, we're not going to rebound right now. We're going to at least get some conditioning and make this worth our time."
Yeah.
So I mean, practice is very structured. I mean, every day Wellman has his sheet, has what drills we're doing, times, clock's always running, so we know what drill we're on, and they're very structured and very organized and
Keep score of everything.
keep score, losers run.
Mhm.
I mean, everything's a competition, which I think it should be.
Yeah.
That's how you get better, make people push and compete. And I mean, we don't call fouls in practice either, so it gets a little
I know.
ugly sometimes, but
Friggin' elbows.
it prepares us for the games because I mean we don't get calls in Eastern Iowa, and I mean I don't get calls anyway, so I mean it's really toughened you up, and I mean
Well,
gets you
I
ready
don't
to
know
go.
if you get calls because listeners, if you're listening, Jack almost fouls out. He's been close to fouling out a few games, but yesterday he didn't. He wasn't even that close.
No, I only
We
had
were so
one,
proud of him.
1 or 2 fouls. I
One or
think.
two.
Yeah.
And
I've been-
see, that's just how when I played basketball, I would go in for the 3 minutes that I would play, get 3 fouls, and come right back out.
That's one thing I've definitely been working on, or I tried to work on,
Mhm.
is my fouling because I mean it's very important for me to stay on the floor because I mean we have depth, but I mean
Yeah.
starters, players, I mean we got to step up and perform. So it doesn't. I'm not helping the team by sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
So
In foul trouble.
yeah,
This is a little
happens often.
fun thing I want to do. I have my answers for what I think this is, but I want you guys to tell me what's
Okay.
your guys' your go-to move? Like what's something that you feel like you're known for?
Well, his is a little hesitate, pull up mid-range jump.
Mid-range.
Yeah. My go-to move,
You're versatile.
I would
Out
say
here.
either like
Corner
a
three.
corner three
Corner
is
three.
like kind of my go-to. Like I'm pretty sure I know it's going in, or I don't know, kind
Or
of
just
like
catch
a
the ball,
yeah,
right
catch,
under
turn
the hoop
around,
and then dunk it.
Yeah.
yeah, dunks. I like dunking the ball.
I think the crowd likes it when you dunk
Yeah,
the ball.
yesterday we had that was a pretty good.
That was
dunk. got the crowd electric.
Yeah.
So
I blinked and it happened. I kind of missed everything that happened, but everybody was cheering, so I said, "Boom."
I don't know. I kind of just caught the ball and went out there and didn't really know where I was at. I knew it was close to the rim. I was like, let's just go for it. But
And a question I have, because I PA, what's something? This is for me, and you can give me. What's something you wish I said more, or like if you got a dunk, what would you want me to say after that, or if you hit a outside three?
to be honest, I don't even really listen to it. I just
don't really
tune
listen to it
everything out.
either.
Like I couldn't even.
You're so locked in that it's just not.
What do you say?
If Jack were to get a dunk, I say, boom, that's 2 for Jack Groeteke.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never noticed what you say. I don't really listen to
You're
it.
like the first people that have told me that, because everybody's like, you should start saying this, or
Really?
like, oh, I heard you say this. I think. I'll tell you the people later.
I'm just happy you guys get my last name right, because everywhere we
It
go,
pisses me off every time I go.
My grandma, shout out grandma if you're watching, but she's always like, they always mess our last name up. I mean, Groeteke.
I'm waiting every time to hear
Groeteke. Sometimes it's like out of Groeteke. But like Katie, our trainer, when she's not traveling with us this year, and she was like, I was watching, and I just like turned the volume down because like they were saying your last name just so poorly, and it like was like
it's
irritated her.
It's irritating for everybody,
So
especially when you know how to say it.
I don't know if that's another reason why I don't go back and rewatch games and listen to the announcers, because I don't want to hear them messing my last name up.
We can say that that's the main reason.
That's an excuse to do it. But yeah, I'm just happy, and I always love like hearing what they're going to say it as, because it's something new every time.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that kind of irritates me, is they never get it right. So
yeah, we're going to throw it to our last break. When we come back, we're just going to wrap everything up, talk about a little bit more about what's to come this next season, or this season coming up. But we will see you when we get back to Behind the Black and Gold on 93.7 The Ticket.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation, and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1003769, $395 per month lease with 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best MMA fighters on Saturday, December 7th with Violence Fight League 2 at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now is the perfect time to go, with Nebraska football in between the regular season and a bowl game. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into the final segment of Behind the Black and Gold. We're just going to wrap a few things up. If you could start a podcast, both of you, what would be the name of your podcast?
Oh, would we start a duo one?
I feel like a duo one would be good.
We could do like a business podcast. I don't know. Me and Carter are big in like investing. I don't know if people should take our financial advice, but
I don't think
not yet. Not yet. One day we'll be kicking it in the finance industry, but
that's a good question.
I don't know what we probably just talk about what the name would be.
Jack and Carter.
No, that's too basic. We can't do that.
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls podcast.
That's so good. Oh my gosh.
You can be the producer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be our producer.
I will.
Biggie Smalls podcast coming soon to your local area.
I'm going to ask for podcast stuff for Christmas. I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated.
I feel like that's a booming industry right now.
I know.
Like,
really,
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I think just like, I don't know if like YouTube's still like relevant because like you can like have the video side.
Yeah.
But I think a lot more people, instead of like listening to music on like a car ride or whatever, or like an airplane, they'll listen to a podcast. And I think podcasts are very, I think they're, I don't
when
know.
You find a good podcast, it's just like, that's good.
Stick with it for a while.
Yeah.
And I think they're very, I think it's like, I mean, better than, I don't like reading books. So I think listening to a podcast.
You should listen to audiobooks, Jack.
Audiobooks.
If you got into reading.
Oh gosh.
Game
Jack's
changer.
never been into reading.
I've never
Game
been.
I don't think
changer.
he's ever
You
bought
can,
a textbook.
you can ask my mom and my dad. I've never been into
Carter
reading
said you
since I was a
haven't
young
been
kid.
bringing your backpack to school anymore.
Yeah, I eat my breakfast in my car, and the other morning I remembered my breakfast but forgot my backpack. So,
or he just brings the computer, no backpack.
Yeah, I don't.
That's really all you
well,
need.
Today's age, you don't need paper notebooks. I mean, all you need is your computer and
Mhm.
sit there and listen.
You're just thinking what you're
just-
doing what other people are thinking, but they're just too scared.
Yeah. I think a lot of people attest this. I'll kind of just in my own little world. I'll just walk around with a open cup with ice
Yeah.
and water in it, and everyone's like, "You don't have a water bottle?" I'm like, "Oh, just
Yeah.
walk into class."
You're
With
just such-
Been on that.
I'll just walk into class with like my plate and
10
my
minutes.
breakfast. 5 minutes late.
10
and
minutes late.
Just have
10
a
minutes
glass of orange juice and my breakfast sandwich on a plate,
Mhm.
and I'll just be sitting in class. And I don't know. It's not weird. I just don't really.
It's not weird for you.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Yeah.
I just don't really
You're just
take.
a normal guy.
I don't take a lot of like what I think people think about me. I
Yeah.
just don't really.
You just do it.
I just do what I want to do.
I think that's what we appreciate about you.
Yeah, I think
really
I think
appreciate
I
it.
say some things that are a little probably shouldn't come out of my mouth because I kind of just am free spirited, or I don't know if that's
You're just
what
a
it's
free
called.
spirit. Let's just go with that.
All right, yeah, we'll go with that. But I kind of just do my thing, and either you like it or you're gonna get to like it because I'm not gonna change.
No, so you're obviously both of you are graduating in May. Basketball is going to be over. What's the future look like for you guys? What do you want to do after college?
Well, right now I am working as an intern in a wealth management company here downtown. So I would like to stay in that eventually.
Mhm.
And I'm going to school to be a financial advisor in the long run.
Yeah.
But get a job. I don't know if I'll stay in Lincoln or not, but eventually I'd want to come back here.
It's a good place.
And then me,
Good life.
done 3 internships back in Des Moines doing commercial real estate management and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to stay in the real estate industry. Currently own 2 properties. Myself and my dad would do a little partnership. So, I mean, owning real estate is
I
kind of
remember you doing that. I remember sophomore year when I was trying to buy a house and I was showing you
I do remember
places that I went. You're like, oh no, that's not good. Oh, it's not a good place.
But
Didn't get that place.
There you go. But
That's a
no,
better one.
I have a big passion for real estate and stuff like that. And I don't know, I'll probably stay in the industry and just keep buying more properties. Right now, working for Aero Capital part time, doing property management stuff for them. So I really enjoy it, and I like having stuff to do. I don't like just sitting around.
Yeah.
So it seems like a lot if you look at it from the outside, working a part time job, going to class, and playing basketball. But I think it's better to stay
Mhm.
busy and
Yeah.
be productive instead of just sit around and play video games because that's not. I don't know. I just can't really
Proud
sit
of both
still.
of you for that.
Yeah. So stay in the real estate game and see where it takes me.
So obviously, Nebraska basketball team, it's a good legacy. It's a solid program. You guys have been good every single year. You've had some ups and downs, but you guys are, as a class, I feel like your guys' class, or like our class, especially in Nebraska Westland, I feel like our class has made a lasting impact on it. Just like I've seen a lot of changes, and especially in the athletic program and on this basketball team. You're leaving a legacy no matter what. People know your name. But individually for you, what kind of legacy do you want to leave on the Nebraska basketball program?
Oh,
that's a good question.
Like a legacy for like the school, like
School, the program, basketball program.
probably someone that they like look up on as like 2 players that came in as freshmen and
Mhm.
kind of like I don't know if we like
I
rebuilt
was
the
so
program.
humble that I didn't even know that he broke a record.
Yeah, apparently. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we
We
did.
did. So kind of just I don't know. We hung 2 banners up there,
Mhm.
conference championship and Elite 8. So those, I mean, those will be in that gym forever. I
Yeah.
mean, there's banners up there from like I don't even know.
You're gonna be a team to
19
remember for sure.
We'll be a team to remember, and I
Yep.
hope like incoming freshmen and stuff like that can look at us 2 as younger guys and like the whole team. Like you can come in and make an impact even as like a freshman and a younger group of guys, and if you stick with it, I mean, it's gonna pay out in the end. So
Yeah, I can attest to that. I would say
otherwise, yeah, I don't know about lasting impact.
coming in as freshmen, playing a lot. Now we were seniors about to graduate. I think a lot of the kids look up to us in a sense. but also at the same time, we're still learning from them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just think it's just so nostalgic because we've known each other since freshman year. We're coming in. We got one more year.
Flies by.
It
That
flies
is
by.
for
We're almost
sure.
halfway done
For
with
sure.
this year
It's
also.
crazy.
Yeah.
That is one thing. Everyone's like high school goes by fast, but like
College.
college was like
The best time of your life, and then it's over.
and it's over. But no, it's definitely flown by. And like this year, I definitely have stepped back and kind of taken in the moment sometimes because I was like, this can be gone soon. So it's
But yeah, I think we're already almost done with all of our non-conference games. So our conference is picking up. We just had our first one yesterday, and then once we get back from break, I think
flies by.
Mhm.
Season goes
goes
quick.
by insanely fast. So
Yeah.
take it all in,
Before we know, it's going to be spring break.
Yeah.
and we're gonna be playing somewhere.
Yep.
Exactly.
For sure.
I think I don't know, Jack. We can talk about this. So the Division III tournament works a little bit different. How you have home games instead of going to mutual places.
Mhm.
I think going on the road
Yeah, I
is
think it's more
a-
fun.
better for us than playing at home.
No, I agree.
I know we get all the
The fans and
fans
stuff,
from home, but I think traveling as a team, being close together for those 4 days you're gone, I think that's one of the reasons that we made it that far last
That
year.
makes it more fun.
Yeah.
It was just it was a lot more fun.
No distractions. You're
Yeah.
kind of just you, the guys, playing basketball, traveling, eating good food, and like it's home game would be super. Well, we were supposed to have a home game for the first round of the NCAA tournament, but emails got lost and mixed up. So, but it was like Carter said, traveling and being together with the team, like those memories of us in Virginia and Texas, like we'll remember those for the rest of our lives.
Mhm.
Not just the basketball aspect, but like hanging out with the
Yeah.
guys in the hotel, playing UFC and stuff like that, and just hanging out as a close unit. So,
Boys, thank you so much for being on the
Thank you.
show. I really, really appreciate you guys. It was good conversation. You
Yeah.
guys did great.
Thanks for
well,
having
well,
us.
come back and maybe
Yeah.
after the season or
Yes,
later,
for
so.
sure. Catch your Prairie Wolves next time. They have a home game on the 14th. Starting
Dubuque.
Yes.
Last
Good
one
team.
before
I
Christmas
hope to
break.
see you all there. And we will see you next Sunday on Behind the Black and Gold. Have a good week, everyone.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Ellie.
having us.
Thank you.